OBS
It's
system.
learning.
And we are live. All right, so who wants to do last week's recap? I'll do it then. So when last we saw our heroes, you guys were all at a church is where you started at, and you found a body in a bush of thorns, disemboweled with heretic branded on the head. When you went to investigate, you got into a fight with the churchgoers, and the fight kind of petered out as everyone decided that violence was not the answer, and cooler heads prevailed. And the churchgoers claim that they are the good people in the situation because the woman they murdered had gone insane and was trying to kill her baby, and torturing her to death was the morally valid thing to do. You left the church on bad terms and went to the large town of headed towards the large town of Pewi, going to a small town to get some milk along the way. You all had some wacky adventures. You rescued a Goliath from a chest. One of you joined an underground fighting ring, and shenanigans were had by all. You are now staying at a tavern in the large town of Pewi. It is morning, and everyone is up for the day, and you see somebody nailing new quests to the quest board.
Did we level up, or are we still level 2?
You're still level 2. You have not encountered the Motheater attack yet.
Yeah, we have.
I shall go up to the quest board and see what's on it.
Or do you mean a new Motheater attack?
Yeah, every time there's a Motheater attack and you win the encounter, you level up.
Okay.
In other words, we further the plot by running into them.
Correct.
Just so you know, if you expect us to use the Google Docs link, we can't because we have to request permission currently.
Really? Weird. Okay. I'll pull it up and I'll take care of it then. Very sorry about that. I don't know why it's not working.
Okay, I thought it was just for my phone then, but I guess
My character's probably just sitting out of the local tavern and using incense to silently pray to Fastismos for guidance.
Oh.
Alright. So there's a small handful of quests on the board, refreshed from yesterday. All the ones you did not complete were completed by other adventurers passing through town. There's a quest to steal a tiger moth from a city, a couple cities away, to thieve from the deep gnomes, who you are aware live underground. Examine a mysterious item that an alchemist has found, or meet up with a revolutionary.
Well, Gozar is, for one, against stealing, so the tiger moth and adamantine he just does not want to go for because that goes against his personal things. He's not quite sure what the revolution is for because questboard doesn't say much, but he thinks it would be extremely easy just to open up a bag of glitter, so he will say, hey guys, how about we go do this one.
He's offering quite a bit of money, so why not?
Indeed.
Vashar's gonna read this and be like, so he clearly wants someone who can take a hit. I'm assuming whatever this bag we're gonna be opening is gonna, yeah. He's even afraid it's going to explode.
Sounds unanimous. So you all make your way to the alchemist shop. He lives underneath the library, and you can see that as you go to the library, it is empty inside. There are no customers, and the people running the library are all, they have their arms crossed and are grumbling to themselves. And there's constant explosions and loud noises and chainsaw-like sounds going, preventing anyone from going to the library and reading in peace.
Well then.
Sounds like the students at my mage tower.
All right. So, do you go directly to the basement door to encounter the alchemist, or do you first go and talk to the people in the library?
We're here for the money.
You said there's a library, right?
Yep. This man has taken up residence underneath the library, much to the chagrin of the people who run the library.
I am actually going to go into the library and see if there's any books detailing of glitter or something along the likes of.
Absolutely. So as you walk into the library, you're greeted by a pair of elven women with just cold, dead eyes, just completely glazed over, and they're like, "Welcome to Books Galore. How can I help you?"
Yes, hello. I'm looking for any books detailing on uh, glitter or anything else along the likes of, as someone from downstairs seems to have found something along the likes of that. So I'm just here to research on said such item to make sure nothing else happens to, you above them.
Glitter and other arts and crafts are in the kids section.
I honestly feel this person on a spiritual level.
This is fucking great. Bashtar also wants to go explore the library for a bit. He wants to see if he can't find any book on spells. Now that I have some money to actually play with.
There is a mage section which has a abridged version of all level 1 and level 2 spells. And since it's a public library, you're free to read it at your leisure.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the quote unquote kids section as well as peer among the books to see if there's any of the adult books around it to see if there's anything in common.
You're going to the kids section and looking for what one more time?
The glitter, see if there's anything magical glitters or such thing.
You find in the children's section. You find a arts and crafts set where you turn popsicle sticks, glue, and glitter into a really easy to create art piece. It costs 1 copper piece. It's full of language like remember, kids, don't use glue without parental supervision. It does come with an obnoxiously large quantity of glitter. So if glitter is what you need, it's got like a about a 6-inch diameter bag of glitter in it.
I mean, I could buy it to compare it to whatever the hell the guy found on the bottom. And 1 copper piece won't set me back any much.
This is true.
Alright, I'll
You could
get
add
that.
the glitter to your kimono.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
There is a bottle of... There is a large bottle of glue in the kit as well, along with, dozens and dozens of popsicle sticks.
Alright, I'll buy that. And then I'll probably go into the ingredients section of the library to see if there's anything that resembles glitter or any other fine substances that can maybe narrow down what this guy found downstairs.
The only ingredients in the library that you would, well, anything you would call ingredients are just like artsy craftsy sorts of things, like, ribbons and bows and, toothpick, log cabins and stuff like that. If you go to the alchemy section, you can get a basic overview of common alchemy ingredients, but it looks like the more rare stuff they don't have any books on.
Well, I'd rather be prepared than not. I'll go and see the alchemy section.
All right, make an investigation check to find anything relevant in the alchemy section. Anything that might denote glitter or glitter-like substances.
While they're all doing that, I'm going to go for a straight mission and head down to where the alchemist is.
All right.
I will follow.
Vashtar, you have access to all level 1 and level 2 spells. They're public, it's a public library, so you can spend an hour or two copying it down if you'd like to.
Alright, so I'm gonna browse that and figure out which one. And I'm assuming it's like 100 gold and then the resources to make it, right?
Yes, any resources specified in your wizard class character sheet, you're still required to use and pay for, but the information is publicly available for free. So as the rest of you go into the alchemist shop below, you can see this man hard at work with a statuette of a goblin holding up his book. He's mixing some potions. There's a whole bunch of weird and wacky contraptions behind him, and you can see untouched, there is an open bag of glitter on his table at the opposite end of the room, and there is a robotic ninja-like machine with blades for arms poised to attack whatever comes from the glitter.
So I got a 4, and I'm assuming I didn't find anything. I'm just gonna pay for the glitter bag and glue as well as popsicle sticks, and then go down and follow the others.
Absolutely. So, as you go downstairs, you see this man. It's an elf at first, and then you see as he goes to handle other potions, he polymorphs into a mothfolk. He polymorphs into a bugbear. He changes his form based on what he's working with. You're not 100% sure why, but he's zipping around the shop, taking various forms, mixing potions, and tweaking machines.
Hello there, sir.
He whirls around holding a globe that's spinning in 6 different directions at once with a bunch of spinning wheels inside of it, and he turns around and he goes, have you come to visit the great and wonderful Thorax, or have you seen my quest, perhaps?
We saw the quest.
Yes, I have discovered some magical glitter that I don't trust. It doesn't burn, it doesn't explode when struck. I don't know what it is or what it does, and dispel magic doesn't make it go away. I'm becoming increasingly terrified it might be more powerful than I could have ever imagined. It's over there on the table.
Fucking love this guy.
He's great.
Gozar will kind of just nod as he says that, and he will go over to the bag of glitter and open.
Alright, as you open the glitter, it appears to be ordinary glitter, but you can definitely feel a relatively weak magical aura emanating from it. Would you like to make a Arcana check?
I mean, what could go wrong? I roll a nat 1 and it explodes in my face and I go blind?
I mean, I wouldn't do that to you.
We just have to beat one Motheater, then I can cast Lesser Restoration on you. You'll be fine.
I see so much going wrong here.
So that would be a 4.
You can accurately confirm it is glitter.
I want to dip one of my fingers in it and lick it.
You can confirm it tastes like glitter. It the particles get stuck to your tongue because it's an instant adhesive glitter for arts and crafts project. And now every time you talk, your mouth glows.
My mouth what?
Your mouth glows every time you talk when your tongue moves. The glitter itself appears to be ordinary glitter, but it appears to have been enchanted by magic. So now your mouth glows when you talk.
As we find out, I'm just going to look at the guy and just go like, well, it's a normal glitter, just been enchanted to, and I point at Gizrael as he opens his mouth and just says, it just glows.
It's got to have some purpose. Why would you enchant it with magic just for that magic to do absolutely nothing? It must be dangerous. Is anyone else in the...
Totally kill.
Pardon?
This is totally cool.
You have become lamp. Is anyone else proficient in Arcana?
I am, but I'm...
Yeah, he's up in the library still.
For 4 hours copying 2 fucking spells to my book, so have fun, guys.
I am.
Would you like to make an Arcana check, Zalatar?
Yes.
Ah, 15. So as you examine the enchantment rather than the glitter itself, this feels like a summoning spell. To the best of your knowledge, you think the way that this is set up, you probably have to grab a handful of it and throw it, like either on the ground or on the table, to summon whatever it is enchanted to summon.
And like as he's figuring this out, I start like pouring out a handful of glitter.
No, you fool! Don't do that!
I feel bad for putting it in my mouth now.
And I was
Be
like,
careful.
what do you mean? It's just normal glitter.
I believe it's used for summoning something. If my hypothesis is correct.
Let's see.
So, Gozar, you have glitter in your hand. Do you scatter the glitter?
I just like look at him, look at the glitter, look at him, hold
I'm
my
gonna
hand
narrow
up,
my eyes.
and I'm just gonna like stick my tongue out as I dump my hand.
No!
And that is why the revolution is the only way. Wait, where the hell am I?
What the fuck?
You found it.
I had to make this myself because no one else would. I even tried commissioning a DeviantArt artist to make it. No response.
It's beautiful.
You
Communist moth.
You see a communist moth loli in her hands. Instead, she has a sickle, and instead of a hammer, she has a light bulb. A Mothianist, yes. And she was screaming about revolution up until you summoned her. And she looks around and goes, "What the devil?"
I told you not to throw it.
Oh well, you aren't horrible. He was making
She's
out like
rather
if
cute.
someone was supposed to be horrible. Now, what kind of deva are you? I thought only Fotismos was a deva. Huh.
I'm not a deva. I'm just an ordinary, humble woman of the people, here trying to seize the means of destruction. And I will do so with my pet moth bubblegum. And she holds up her finger, and there is a tiny moth on her fingertip with bubblegum colors that waves at you.
Zalatar is not taking her seriously.
The alchemist scratches his head confusedly, turns into an elf and goes, "Well, that's not what I expected, but I suppose you fulfilled the duties of the quest and my shop is still intact. Here you guys go." And he will hand a bag of 500 gold pieces to whoever wants to take it.
Sick.
I'm guessing that means Zalatar took it.
Well, before Zaltar could take it, I would have, since, I was the one that opened the bag and summoned this creature.
Split the money between you three, seriously.
There's there's 4 of you and 500 gold pieces. That's 125 gold if you split it evenly.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd give. After we're done here, I'll split it up. I have to see what this Motheunist is up to.
She goes, "What say you to unity, sisters?"
I'm a male.
I'm a male as well.
Yes, so am I.
So it's a feminist communist?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh dear God. Destroy the powder. Destroy the powder now!
She goes, "I come here selling gifts to fund the revolution. Does anyone want to take a look at my wares?"
What's your revolution about?
"To seize the means of production and take over the world and evenly distribute food and resources to the people. Give back to the working class. To hell with the proletariat.
How do you feel about the bourgeoisie?
To hell with the bourgeoisie!"
Alright, I'm done with this.
I mean, that sounds great in theory, but it'd probably do horrible in practice. I mean, a lot of people might starve.
No one has attempted communism on Moth Island. Who knows? It could work this time.
Yeah.
I mean, we do got a lot of food on this
I'm gonna
island.
take the powder and just try and huck it into the fire.
There's-
I am actively making sure that he cannot throw the powder into the fire.
There is no convenient fireplace, but there's about 5 or 6 lit Bunsen burners with candle-sized flames heating up various potions. It would take a while to burn it all, but you can certainly just push a potion aside and light it on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Well, seeing as I was the one holding on to the bag, I mean, he'd have to go through me first.
If you guys want to fight over the bag, you can roll for initiative or roll for athletics. It's up to you guys.
So, excuse me, teeth?
I heard you say excuse me, but didn't hear you say what you were excusing for.
Teeth?
Yes! The teeth of the vile Motheaters will be the currency of the revolution!
What about wings?
Yeah, this guy got a few of those.
I got 4 wings. 2 of them I already used up for a kimono, but there are still 2 more.
If you don't have any teeth of any Motheaters, then you're not doing the work of the revolution by killing our enemy, and we have nothing to discuss.
I mean, a wingless Motheater is pretty much useless, don't you think?
I mean, this Motheater is pretty much useless. No! We must take out their teeth and watch them starve!
That sounds pretty mean, even for mouth eaters.
They are literally eating my brothers and sisters, so I disagree.
God.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I do have to agree with this tiny moth.
Bubblegum, as Flutter the dealer, as Flutter the dealer crosses her arms, so does her moth Bubblegum. She will grab a handful of glitter and say, "Well, if you ever find yourself with any Motheater teeth, you know where to find me." And she splashes the powder on the ground and vanishes in a poof. You can hear the word, "For the revolution!" whispered out as she smashes the glitter.
And as she leaves, I'll just like, well, this just seems like a really convenient traveling shop.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
She, as she disappears, at the top of the pile of glitter that she threw on the ground is a menu of all the items she sells, and a small amount of glitter which you can use to summon her at any time should you need to.
What is oil, beads, and powder of revolution?
Let's see. I am assuming in the menu she would include a description, so let me pull up those descriptions. Why did I say I'm assuming? I'm the one who wrote the character. She does include a description. I don't know why I gave ambiguity.
The oil of the revolution
Ambiguous
is the new
DM.
bathwater. The oil of the revolution is the new bathwater of the revolution.
So the oil of the revolution is the ordinary oil of sharpness. The bead of the revolution is actually the bead of force, and the powder of the revolution is a homebrew item.
Now, really quickly, for the means of destruction, would that be 2 one-handed weapons?
Yes, there are 2 separate items which combined become the means of destruction. You can purchase both for a total of 60. They're a set. But yes, the powder of the revolution is similar to gunpowder. What you do with it is you sprinkle this powder to the end of a bludgeoning weapon, and on impact, the powder explodes, dealing fire damage.
Really?
Yes.
So you're saying that so if I were to sprinkle that on my maul, I could be dealing 2d6 plus my strength modifier, plus some fire damage, plus radiant damage from all my smite.
That is correct. You add an additional 1d12 fire damage to that combo.
Okay, so for the means of destruction, sickle and hammer, right? I roll a 4. I have a +2, so a 6 damage. Hey, does that mean everyone in 20 feet gets dealt 6 damage, or say if it was 6 enemies, each one that has 1 damage dealt to them?
Great question. No, everyone you identify as an enemy takes a total of 6 damage.
Okay, good. So it isn't like actual communism.
Correct. This is communism that actually works because magic.
Amplified communism.
Amplified communism. I love it. I'm keeping it. You can't take it back.
Communism, but it only works because you want it to work a certain way.
Yep, communism, except it actually works because literal magic. But yes, everyone within 20 feet takes that 6 damage.
That's sick. Let's go collect some moth teeth. Motheater teeth.
Now, as you do you guys stay in the alchemy shop, or do you go outside and look for other relevant things to do?
I would like to see his wares.
He, as you ask to see his wares, he protectively puts his hand over the robot that you see in the background of his image and says, "It's not for sale, it's mine, go away!" And he makes a kicking motion, and then he immediately gets distracted by something shiny in the corner of the room and goes to tend to that.
Wait, so you're an alchemist, but you don't have anything for sale? I don't want that big robot.
No, it's mine and you can't have it.
Do you have any potions?
I have hundreds of potions for me to further my research. You can't have it. I am going to become the world's greatest alchemist. How am I supposed to become a great alchemist if I spend all my time creating things to sell and profit from? Pah! That makes no sense.
Well, if you have no money, how will you fund your research?
That's not important. I'll figure it out as I go.
Okay there, sir.
This guy has his priorities backwards.
Money. Pah! I just got rid of the last of that useless money. Be gone!
Well, he'll be living out on the streets. Not our fault. Let's go, guys. By the way, it's been 4 hours.
Sure, let's say that conversation took 4 hours because he spent about 3.5 hours regaling the party with all of his mad ramblings about alchemy and potion craft. And as you finally meet up by the entrance, you can see it's suddenly starting to get dark, and you could have sworn the sun just rose.
Well, that's kind of odd.
Next
do a
time a
perception
mad
check?
alchemist starts talking over and over about his mad shenanigans, I suggest we leave immediately because it seems the sun has gone down already.
Can I do a perception check? Because I think this is a bit suspicious.
Absolutely. Make a perception check.
What? What are you talking about? A DM never does anything cryptic that might be dangerous.
18.
You see that there is an eclipse happening, and the eclipse is setting into place far faster than a natural eclipse should. And you see the sun get blotted out and stay blotted out, as if whatever was blocking it out stayed there on purpose. You hear buzzing in the distance.
Oh.
I'm gonna ready action.
Is this Arcana in nature? Would I know that?
Your characters have all experienced eclipses before, and you do not need a check to know that that's not how eclipses work.
I am. Can I like dash in front of everyone about 100 feet, or go towards the noises of the buzzing?
You hear the buzzing coming from all directions and getting louder and closer. You're currently in front of the shop, so if you want to dash in front of your party members with their backs to the library wall, you certainly can.
I'm going to step inside the library with Tiger and make sure that he is staying alive.
Bashtar's gonna be right by the door, ready to go inside himself.
Now, Gizrael, as you hear the buzzing, you can hear a very low-pitched buzzing that you're fairly certain only you can make out with your trained moth ears. And you can hear it's almost like Morse code to you, like a language, just going bzz, 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 bzz. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw as this hypnotic Morse-like pattern buzzes into your ears.
Can our a question? Can our drunk moth friend depict this too?
Sete.
Oh yes, Sete and Maddie are with you if you brought them with you.
Okay, then
Can I ask her-
could Sete also make the save? Or do they need to make the save?
Let me pull up their character sheets really quick because yes, if they are moth folk, they would need to.
Sete definitely is, but Maddie is not.
Let's see, I'm sure this barbarian has excellent wisdom. She'll be fine.
I mean, they have proficiency in wisdom saving throws.
Whopping +0 to wisdom saves.
Yeah, it's con and strength, not wisdom.
Oh. Never mind then.
So,
Still got better than me.
all right, you and Sete have your eyes glaze over, and you look at your friends, and your vision turns red, and you are compelled by this hypnotic buzzing to attack your friends.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh fucking hell no.
So can I make certain I'm like away from them?
Yes, you specifically stated you dashed ahead, so I'm assuming you're like 30 to 60 feet away from them.
Ideally, I want to be 100 feet, but okay.
Why 100 feet?
Can y'all remind me to never play a low dexterity character ever again?
Sure.
Nothing wrong with low dexterity characters, but yeah, it does hinder your initiative.
Next character I make, I'm going to try and make uh, a rogue just to get out of this.
Let's see. An 11 for Maddie. And a +2 for Sete. Let's see what she gets.
Radio silence. Do, do, do.
All right, do I have everybody?
I think that is everybody.
Spectacular. So, Vashtar, you are first in initiative, and you can see Sete, and you can see your friend Gizrael drawing their weapons and walking towards you with red eyes. You see their teeth start to sharpen and drool drip from their mouths. They look possessed.
There's also a faint blue glow.
Oh yeah, your mouth is still glowing from the glitter, so that adds to the ominous evil glow you've got going on.
Alright, Can I do like an Arcana check to kind of discern like if there's a way to like snap them out of it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 21.
You don't think this is a common spell, but there is definitely some sort of charm or command spell forcing them to act unnaturally. They are clearly possessed by magic and not acting of their own free will.
So would I be able to like snap them out of it somehow by like hitting them, or would it require something else, like finding the
You know from experience that attacking the source of the magic will definitely snap them out. It's not technically a curse, so remove curse and cure disease won't help. But if you have anything that can dispel a charm, that would also help without having to track down the source of the magic.
I won't get level 2. I don't get that until later.
So you'll have to kill or restrain them until you're able to find who or what is causing this.
Well, Zalatar, you're gonna fucking hate me. So, being as Vashtar knows exactly what he's needs to do, he's gonna look around for that source. And do I need to make a certain check to figure out which way to go?
If you're trying to locate the source of magic, you'll have to make an Arcana check.
Okay, so I gotta make a separate one from what I made. Okay, got it. That is a 19.
You can feel almost like a beam of commanding energy from above. You look up and you don't see anything in particular, but it's coming from directly above you, less than 100 feet. But you don't see anything immediately above you.
Alright.
My friend, you said less than 100 feet? Oh my, I'm 60 feet away from you. That's still in range of what I was planning to do.
From above, my friend. From above.
Oh, my friend, I
So,
know.
so if anything, I'm going to move my full 35 feet away from the two moths that look like they want to kill me. You shout to Maddie, saying, distract them or restrain them. Do what you must, but don't kill them. And I'm going to use Firebolt and aim at whatever might be above me, less than 100 feet.
Using your magical senses to guide your strike, roll for hit with disadvantage.
Fuck. That is a 12 to hit.
All right. You can hear a huh and the fluttering of wings, and you see the fire shoot straight up and miss its target. But you definitely heard somebody move above you.
Vashar is just gonna glare at the general direction, and let me see if I have any bonus. I do not. That is the end of my turn.
All right. Next in initiative order, we have Zalatar. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna witness Vashtar start to shoot something in the air, and I'm gonna make the assumption that there's something up there. Uh, how am I gonna do this without killing anyone? I am going to advise uh, Vashtar to cover his ears.
Okay.
Why?
Cover your ears.
Reaction, I do so.
Absolutely. What are you doing?
He is going to. He is going to concentrate and do a thunder snap with the tips of his fingers. Everyone in 100 feet range from me, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
So-
since he told you in advance to plug your ears, anyone who's not possessed has advantage on this check. Everyone else has to roll it straight and is going to take some damage.
Except for me.
Okay, so Madeline
Ouch.
heard you. She's going to roll con at... she's got a -1. That's not good.
I have
Hey,
a
so
0.
do I.
Poor moth folks with their -2 to cons.
That was with disadvantage.
Whoopsie doodle.
Anyone who gets 11 or lower fails.
Yeah, I fail.
I don't.
With a 16, that is actually a success, even with that -1. All right, let me roll for Sete.
Oh my god, what's the damage on that thing?
1d12, and whoever fails it is deafened for 1 minute.
You better hope you don't roll max or a 10.
Okay, so you can see the figure above you get blasted from their invisibility spell. They take no damage because they succeeded on their con save with a nat 20 no less. But it's still enough to break their concentration and reveal them to you.
Thank God it was just a 1. Thank God it was just a 1. It was 1 damage.
And because we both succeeded, we take none.
And I only take 1. Thank God I'm at 9 HP.
And also you're deafened. Well, no, are you deafened? Because you did a reaction.
I got advantage on the thing because you warned me.
But I did warn you to cover your ears, so does that still count, Zeno?
That's how he got his advantage, is because you warned him. He's still taking damage.
No, but the effect of the spell says if you fail, you get damage and you're deafened for 1 turn or 1 minute. So
if he succeeded on the save, then he's not deafened, and he takes no damage. If he failed, he takes that 1 damage and he is deafened for 1 minute.
Yep.
okay, just making sure.
Joy.
Sorry, I was trying to break their madness spell.
All right.
Actually, you did by knocking this boy down.
You did break their concentration, and despite their excellent save, it was still enough to disorient her because she wasn't expecting that snap. And in fact, you can see, despite the fact that they haven't taken any damage, she's still, this creature is holding their hands over their ears, and it looks like the sound alone is enough to distract her and cause distress. And I will now roll initiative for the suave Motheater, which you see appear with fog and smoke billowing from under her dress.
The suave eater.
Now, all of you, snap out of it and look above you. Kill that thing immediately.
On it.
All of you snap out of it.
Critical fail. Holy shit.
Wait,
guess
there's
my
actually
snap
someone
was that
going
good.
after me?
All right, so does that end your turn, Zalatar?
Yes, since I don't have any bonus actions.
All right, so you end your turn with the knowledge that this creature does not like sound-based attacks. It is now Maddie's turn. With a clear enemy in sight, she is no longer confused and scared and jumps into action. All right, she goes, what do I do? What should I attack with?
What?
She goes, plug your ears, it's about to get horrendous in here. And she pulls out a flute, takes the deepest breath you've ever seen, puffing out her chest, and blares out this horrible sound.
I'm gonna cover my ears.
I do the same.
Same here.
Would that matter for me being as a already deaf?
No, you're deaf. You can't hear shit.
Yeah, you're deaf. You can't hear shit. So this attack requires a wisdom save. Since you were told to plug your ears in advance, you get advantage on the save. But you can, let's see. She plays discordant notes on her instrument, creating a 60-foot diameter sphere of visibly distorted air around the caster. All creatures within range, friendly or foe, must make a whiz save, taking 1d12 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
I'm guessing a 9 failed.
The save is 12.
And you said that's with advantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And would that affect me? Like, do I have to make a save because I'm deaf, or?
You are deaf, so you can't hear this. This does not affect you.
Okay.
God damn it. Oh, with advantage.
For some reason, it didn't roll me a d12. What's up with... Oh, there. Wait, no. What's up with that? There we go. So, anyone who succeeded on the check takes 2 damage and is not deafened. Anyone who failed a DC 12 wisdom save takes 5 damage and is deaf.
I'm on half health and deaf now. Whee!
I shrug it off as hearing isn't everything. My meditations has taught me that.
Alright, and then I just have to roll for the Suave Motheater, and we will be on to the next round. That is a success. Okay, so next in initiative order is going to be Sete. Sete does not have any sonic attacks. She does not have... she does, however, have a ranged attack. Being a moth, she can cast Gust of Wind innately. So she's gonna say, "Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through!" and start flapping her wings furiously to conjure up a gust of wind and try to knock this creature out of the air.
Where's this wind coming from?
So a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from her direction. And the Suave Motheater is going to have to make a strength save.
How far is the Suave? How far up is she?
60 feet. And she fails on a failed check. Let me see what happens. So normally you are pushed 15 feet away, but because of the way she is, because of the fact that this creature is flying and suddenly slammed with a gust of wind, I'm going to rule that instead she falls from 60 feet and takes fall damage, which I believe is 1d6 per 10 feet.
Sure is.
Get wrecked.
Alright, you see the Suave Motheater lose all of her grace, land on her head, whack, and take 19 bludgeoning damage to the head. Alright, you can see her, lift her head up, shake her head. There's a small trickle of blood. She's still got plenty of HP, but that was a very disorienting strike, and she is now prone. I love the gift, Israel.
Thank you very much.
Alright, next in initiative, it is you, actually. Gizrael, what would you like to do? Your enemy is prone and knocked out of the sky.
Okay, so I go over, so I'm in 20 feet of them, and then all the jewels on like my neck and on my rings and on my vestments start getting brighter. Then a little more, then a little more, and then very, very, very bright with the radiance of the dawn. Please make a con save.
Absolutely. Eight.
That fails.
What happens?
You take 2d10 plus 2 radiant damage.
Roll it.
$18.
And what attack is this?
This is Radiance of the Dawn. It's the light cleric channel divinity.
All right, you see the prone suave Motheater get blasted with all this radiant energy. You see the holy light burning the wings, the scales on her wings, and scorching them. She flaps her wings in agony. They still appear to work, but you've done damage. And if you continue to target the wings with damage, she might not be able to fly.
Well, that's my turn.
Don't damage her too badly. I need those for decoration.
Gozar!
What?
I'm just gonna be like, what? Sorry, you can't hear us. How far away am I from her?
I'm assuming you're within 30 feet, because you did not specify otherwise, so I'm assuming you're within range.
Alright, this is perfect. So, I'm going to take out my maul. I'm gonna go up. I'm going to get within my threat range of her, which is 10 feet because reach is amazing with Bugbear. And I'm going to whack.
Whack away, friend.
Whack, and maybe even smack.
But an 8 does not hit her armor class. You can see her just sort of, as you swing towards her torso, she just kind of rolls her shoulder, and the maul just swings past her. Any other actions?
I just kind of grumble because I'm still not completely used to the small yet.
Alright, so as you end your turn, it becomes the Suave Motheater's turn. She spends half of her movement to stand up, and you can hear her start chittering and buzzing her wings. Buzz, 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 buzz. And you can see all the moth folk in the village suddenly walk out of their homes, stand still, and you can see moth eaters swoop down from the sky and attack from above, like piercing their hides and tearing their flesh and devouring them while they stand stock still, unable to resist. I would like Gizrael to make another wisdom save.
Wait, I'm deaf.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you are immune, conveniently. Sete, however, is not. Whoop, that's not a dice total.
Hell of a roll there.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
I love rolling my D29.
You see, Sete has become paralyzed. Her eyes glaze over, and she just sort of holds still. And you can see moth eaters circling above like vultures, preparing to strike at her from above, with advantage, because she just cannot move. Alright, and as for her, that is going to be her legendary action, so she will take her normal action.
This girl got legendary actions at level 2.
Yep. They're relatively toned down for your particular level, but yes, this is a boss battle.
I just realized Thunder Snap is a bonus action, and I could have used something else.
Oof.
I am listening to the wrong boss theme for this. I was listening to like a mini boss theme. Let me go find an actual main boss.
Yeah, same. No.
Alright, so she is going to flap her wings, shoot 60 feet up into the air. Anyone who was within melee range has an opportunity attack, and then she will deploy needles.
Play what?
Was anyone within melee range of her when she shot 60 feet straight up into the air?
I was.
Alright, so that provokes an opportunity attack, and you have a chance to wail on her.
21.
That's a hit, and 8 damage.
Hold on. Hold on. I have to see if I have. Okay, yes, I have the great weapon fighting martial archetype, so I can re-roll that one.
All right.
Okay, so that would be 9 damage, and I'm not sure if I can do it since it's a reaction, but can I Divine Smite?
I'm not aware of a rule against it, as I think it's only one attack, but that's part of your attack, so yes.
It doesn't say anything against it.
All right, so go ahead and roll for it.
Oof, that is 18 total damage.
All right, you smash into her thorax as she tries to fly away. She blasts her wings, shoots 60 feet straight up, and you see needles form on her wings. And she flaps her wings and showers everyone within a 60-foot diameter cone with needles. Is there anyone more than 60 feet away from the main party?
Zalatar, because he's a hoe.
I am.
You mean Hoatar?
Shut up.
Yeah, Hoatar.
All right. So everyone within that range make a dexterity saving throw as needle-like spines shoot from her wings and just pelt the ground like fully automatic gunfire.
19.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Oh boy, here we go.
That a 2? That's a 2.
It was a 3, but you
21.
know, I have a -1. I don't think Abre really likes me playing paladins. Yes, don't you just love 2d10 plus 5 without the exclamation point roll before?
Well, shit, I know I'm definitely going down, even if it is at half damage.
Yes, I love caps locks as well, because that doesn't work with the bot.
That's a lot of damage.
All right, half damage is 7, full damage is 14.
Guess what, boys? Your cleric is downed.
That is
I'm at 2 HP.
I'm at 4.
all right.
Make it save.
Y'all are in dire straits. It's a good thing that Zalatar was out of range, so you are the only one not getting pelted with needles.
No pressure at all.
And that is
Oh,
going
boy,
to
my
end her
dude
turn.
moved the die.
Gizrael, you do death saves on your turn, not after you get knocked down.
You do one as you get knocked down, and then every time on your turn.
That is correct. So, everyone who was dropped below 0 HP, roll a death save. So, with a 2, that is 1 failure. Zalatar, you're not a cleric by chance, are you? Nope, you're a druid. Wonderful.
I mean, I have my lay on hands feature. I also have cure wounds. So, as long as I don't get knocked down, I can get our cleric back up in some shape.
How are Sete and Maddie doing? Weren't they in the effective range?
Maddie succeeded her check, and so did Sete. However, due to the high damage, Maddie is still down. But Sete, bulky girl that she is still standing.
Is her concentration, like, is she released from that spell, or is she still paralyzed?
Let's see. Well, she is still succumbed to the spell. However, if you damage the if you do a thunder attack or deal damage again, it will break the boss's concentration. Has anyone done damage to her since she cast her spell?
I did.
Okay, so then yes, that spell is broken. Okay, but you still see that the other non-party related moth folk are still standing still while moth eaters are tearing them apart. But luckily your friend is able to snap out of it.
This creature that we're fighting, is it a moth folk or a
Motheater.
It is a moth eater. It is a humanoid moth-like creature that craves the flesh of their kin.
Okay, I was just making sure that the main one that looks like the boss was a moth eater.
Yes, for all intents and purposes, it is a moth eater and not a moth folk. Alright, so that ends her turn. Top of the initiative order is Vashtar. It is your turn. How you doing?
I am hurt, and unfortunately, because I don't have any fucking bonus actions, where's the nearest building for cover? I'm probably gonna go near that.
Run away while you still can.
Definitely the library. It's within 30 feet of you. You can easily jump through the door.
I'm gonna go in there and kind of like take cover right by the door, like up against the wall, and I'm going to drink my potion of healing. The what?
The one what?
The only one I have.
Absolutely. Roll for healing. So you move 30 feet to get behind the door. You use your bonus action to drink the potion. You still have an action if you would like to make a ranged attack.
It says on here. It says I have to take the potion as a action. Drinking or administering a potion takes an action.
Really? Fascinating. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I have nothing to do for a bonus action, so after I heal myself, my turn's over.
Alright, Zalatar, you were able to escape that blast of flying needles. You see your friends are wounded or downed. What do you do?
That is the shittiest roll for healing.
I am going to go over to. How far is Bugbear away from me?
I'm assuming everyone was 30 feet away from the door, and you were how many feet away from the party?
100.
So yeah, you're 100 feet away.
Oh boy. I'm gonna move my.
See that bugbear. You can see that bugbear is still up though, but moth cleric is down.
I can't come over to you guys though, because you guys are too far away.
Well, no, you are too far away. Not the other way around. Transform into a snake or something.
Forgot to roll a dev save for Maddie. One moment.
Well, she's done too, alright.
Hey! That's 2 successes. Alright, so Zalatar, are you going to move towards your friends? Are you going to attack? What's your plan here?
I'm gonna move 30 feet to my friends, which makes me 70 feet away. And I'm going to pray to Fastismos as I bring out my longbow.
Absolutely. Roll for hit.
Fastismos, not
I said
Fastismos.
Fastismos! Shut up!
He said Fastismos.
It's Fotismos.
Fastismos.
Heretic! Heretic!
Heretic!
Do I need to send another one?
Do I need to roll a religion check as I fire too, or no?
What are you doing for your attack? I mean, are you praying as you attack? What's your plan here?
Yeah, I'm bringing out my longbow and I'm aiming it to the big boss lady, as well as praying for my arrow to strike true.
Go ahead and roll for make a religion check and then roll for hit. All right. As you pray with all of your heart, you hear no response, and you're forced to fire normally. $14. Let me check the armor class really quick. That is actually the armor class. So go ahead and roll damage. All right. You see your longbow arrow swerve through the air, get corrected by a gust of wind, and stab right through the wing. With a hole through the wing, the the Motheater spirals to the ground and falls down again, taking another 66 fall damage.
I was gonna say aim for her little fucking antennas, but that works for me.
All right, she hits the ground hard, and you see her shoulder get knocked out of alignment. She looks severely wounded, and she is prone.
She what?
She landed on her shoulder, dislocated it, and is currently prone.
I'm gonna raise my hands up again. Just about to snap. I would surrender if I was you, unless you want to be deafened like the rest of my friends.
Please don't.
You can.
Not all of us have good health, my friend.
You can see the creature, red eyes, razor teeth, drooling blood, roar at you with no semblance of intelligence whatsoever.
I think he was
Fine,
talking about
then.
the boss one.
The boss one. I was talking to the boss.
Correct.
Then you will die by my hands. Come at me!
The Motheater, the suave Motheater, appears to have no intelligent reaction to your words, and you think it cannot understand you.
God damn it.
Alright, so it's Maddie's turn to make a death save, unless you've got a bonus action up your sleeve, Zalatar.
I'm not going to use my Thunder Snap just yet. That'll be it for me.
Okay, you see, Maddie looks like she's struggling. That's 2 successes, 1 failure. Next in initiative is Sete. She's got no healing items, no healing spells. She's nearly dead, but damn it, she's got heart. So she is going to, let's see. Are both of those in action? Yes, they are. She's going to panic and just throw her maul as an improvised weapon. Wait, no, she's on the ground again. No, she's going to rush over there, raise her maul, and attack with advantage is what she's going to do.
Sete, smash!
You can hear her go, "Ah, die! Fra!" And that is a hit. She deals a 5 damage to the joint of the wing, completely disabling it and tearing it out of place with blunt force trauma. this creature is never flying again. Alright, and that's going to make it Gizrael's turn. It's up to you and Gozar to disable this creature before it's her turn.
Well, death save time for me.
Oh, that's right. Roll it.
I have a plan. If it comes back to me and all you guys are dead.
Hey, one success.
Okay, Gozar, how you doing?
Wait, what happened?
Gozar is at 4 points of health, but he sees that he has a moth friend down. So he is currently going over whether he should spend his last spell slot to cast a really good healing spell, or if he should restore health with lay on hands.
So you can take the time to heal your ally, or you can also attack the enemy who looks on death's door. It's entirely up to you. Do you think you can kill it in one shot, or do you think it's better to revive your ally?
Okay, so I know this thing goes right after I do.
Correct.
I will go and attack it as well. And this time I won't forget that I get to do it at advantage.
Yes, it is prone on the ground. One wing shot, the other wing broken off.
Kaiba.
That is a 10, and that does not hit.
Yeah, I know I should just healed. And I don't have healing word.
Alright, now that it is the Motheater's turn, even if the Suave Motheater rolled to regenerate her legendary action, her wings are broken, so she can't use it anyway. You can see her stand up, kick aside her torn apart wing, and just slowly walk towards the nearest person. Is there anyone within? She looks at the person who just tried to swing at her, bares her claws, and goes in for a bite.
She can try? Question mark?
I have faith.
Oh no.
So I'm just going to stop you there. You don't have to roll damage because I'm pretty sure you can do more than 4.
The minimum damage is 4.
Yeah.
Alright, so you all watch on in horror as Gozar has his throat bitten into, torn out, and devoured by the Motheater, who is bleeding from her chest and wings, and at death's door, but she's still got enough strength to devour your friend. And with no legendary actions and her wings broken, that is going to end her turn.
And I rolled a 16 on my death save, so that's good.
1 success. Vashtar, it's your turn. You just watched your friend get brutalized by the Motheater. What do you do?
Well, being as I don't have many options, and I do have one powerful spell, but I don't want to risk missing, I'm going to just go for an automatic hit, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile, and all 3 bolts are going to hit this bitch.
Smart move. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nine damage.
How do you want to end it?
Vashtarker will poke his left hand out from the doorway, which has his gauntlet with the arcane focus embedded on the back of his hand, and cast 3 bolts of magic missile. One will go straight for the moth killer's head, moth eater, I mean, and one will go straight for its chest, and the other will just go straight into its belly, going straight down its body.
All right, you see blood and viscera explode from each missile strike, splattering you and your allies with dark red demonic ichor. It sticks to the ground like almost like napalm, and you can almost smell alcohol in its blood. And you can see as it's on the ground, it starts to click its teeth and create some sparks.
Sparks?
Yep, and you strongly smell alcohol and the sticky napalm-like substance that is covering you and your friends. As a reaction, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw to get to the creature before she sparks.
Okay.
Here's the
I
thing.
want to throw my spear at its head.
Well, Vashtar, really quickly, you're in the wrong chat. Second of all, I would just like to say that if you somehow manage to fail this, you will be killing the cleric because they'd be taking damage after they're down, and you'd be sending me to one failed save.
I kind of want to run and chuck my spear at its head before it can do anything.
I will give everyone
14.
That succeeds. You rush over to the creature. It's clicking its teeth. Do you smash its head or do you grab its teeth?
I'm gonna take the Bashar's left hand with the gauntlet and kind of like grab under its bottom jaw, force it shut, kind of clamping the pointed ends of the gauntlet in its skull, and just look it in the eyes with Bashar's red eyes and say, "No, you don't."
As you hold its jaw shut with your hands, you can see it glare daggers at you as the blood loss slowly takes its life away. It lets out a final as it finally falls still.
What are the other death moths doing, or whatever they're called?
You can see that as soon as those buzzing wings come to a complete and total stop, the moth folk who were just standing still, allowing themselves to be eaten, suddenly snap out of their daze and start fighting off the moth eaters with varying degrees of success. The elves have stormed out of their houses with pitchforks and spears and chairs, and you see them retaliate against the moth eaters, breaking wooden chairs and stabbing them with kitchen knives and chasing off the moth eaters. All right, who's dying?
Me and Gizriel, but Gizriel is not here. They had to leave.
And Maddie is also struggling.
All right, so everyone who is still alive, you have an opportunity to use any of your healing spells or make a medicine check to stabilize your dying friends.
I will use a medicine check to try to stabilize Maddie.
Who are you going for? Because I only have 2 spells of cure wounds.
I'm going for Maddie. Get Gozier up so that way.
No. Go for Gizriel because he is literally one death save away from dying.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do 1 for Gizriel and 1 for you, Salty.
Did Gizrael fall out of chat? What happened?
He left. He had to go.
Lame.
That is a 5 to my medicine check. That is.
All right, let me roll a death save for Maddie.
Please get another success.
15, that's 1 success. She has 1 success and 1 failure. Do you want to try again?
I thought she had 2 successes. She got a nat 20, didn't she?
Yeah, she has 2 successes and 2 failures, so the next check will decide her fate.
Wait, no. You said that she rolled a nat 20 on a death save, so she had 2. That
Correct.
15 would make it 3.
I'm an idiot. Thank you. Yes, she of her own volition, with the assistance of Vashtar, she is able to come back to life with 1 HP.
I'm gonna put my hand on Godazar's ripped out throat and heal him for 5 points.
All right, Gozar, you feel your throat recoalesce. Your voice is a little hoarse, but you're back to life.
Yeah.
With 5.
Now, as you look around you after successfully healing your friends, there's a handful of dead Motheaters and a suave Motheater dead in front of you, their teeth bared.
I'm not only gonna take their teeth, but can I wait, what was that for? Zeno.
So there's a total of 11 dead Motheater corpses plus the suave Motheater.
So for the suave Motheater, can I pluck all those fancy looking plumes off her as well as her teeth and wings? Or not the wings. Wings are ruined. I'll take the pluff, the puffs of whatever the hell they are.
The plumes.
The
Of
plumes.
feathers?
Yes, you do show that she's got bulbs of insect-like fur on her shoulders that vaguely resemble pauldrons of armor, but they are in fact pure fluff.
I'm still gonna take that.
All right, you
I would
tear
like-
off her fluff. If anyone would like to carve out some teeth, you would have to make a survival check.
I would like to make a ritual cast detect magic to see if any of these corpses, even though boss had anything valuable or.
The corpses are all wild Motheaters, so they do not have worldly possessions. Only the bits of moth folk between their teeth.
Well, I guess I'll go aiming for the pluff because it's my fucking. Apparently, my survival is shit.
All right, would anyone else like to roll for survival to carve out some teeth?
I gotcha. Maybe.
I'll add the pluff to around my neck on my kimono.
Vashtar doesn't know anything about the need for the teeth, so he's just more focused on finding any magical resources from the. But of course, I can't find any unless there's something from the moth folk that you want to provide me, Zeno.
If you want to carve something off of the mothy, well, the dead moth folk, you can loot their corpses if you want to.
But with my detect magic, does any moth folk have anything, or they were just normal?
They none of them have any magical items. The most dangerous thing they carry on their person is like a kitchen knife or a wooden chair that they were using to fight off the moth eaters. They may or may not have gold on their possession. If you want to roll for investigation.
All right, I'll do that.
Actually, can I use? I'm gonna take my iron pot and I'm gonna use it to collect some of the suave moth eaters' blood.
Absolutely, you can get a flask of oil, which you can use to start fires. I believe that's already a canon D&D item.
All right, I'll add that. Thank you.
By looting the corpses of the moth folk, the most you're able to find is about 5 copper pieces. None of them appear to have any substantial value on them.
All right.
So, as I roll a 3 on a survival check, I'm going to instead decide to look and see if I can't see Gizriel.
All right. Well, since Gizriel is not here, but you did take the time to revive that individual, they are in a coma for the time being.
Well, actually, no one did any healing on Gizriel. So that's what I was going to go do.
Ah, okay.
And I'll just use a single point of my lay on hands to bring him back up.
All right. While you're doing that, you see Maddie and Sete trying to recover teeth. Sete is able to recover one, and Maddie is able to recover one as well. And they bring them to you, so you have 2 Motheater teeth in your inventory.
Well, what is with your fascination with these teeth? I don't understand the logic behind this guy.
They're sparkly.
Goran, make sure those death monitors aren't coming back.
One second. Can you guys fill me in on what happened?
They almost died, and I saved everyone.
That is not what happened.
You almost caused our death. What are you talking about, Mr. Thundersnap?
Thunder snap. Hey, I helped, sort of. I made you deaf.
I cast darkness.
So, you do have glitter if you want to summon the merchant and make some purchases with your 2 Motheater teeth. There are objects that only cost 1 tooth. Also, since you succeeded on a very difficult encounter, you all level up after destroying the Suave Motheater.
Woohoo!
Getting the effects of a long rest, am I right?
Yes, I am going to assume you are all going to take a well-earned nap after this.
Fuck yeah.
So, as it stands, you can afford a potion of healing, potion of poison, and a potion of hill giant strength from the merchant, or you can save up those teeth for future endeavors.
I'm so happy I can get my sacred oath.
Alright, we're going to take a quick fiver while all of you level up your characters, and I'll pause the recording. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before a short break?
Nothing I can think of.
Alright, I'll see you in 5.